Hey, good morning, everybody. John here at Havoc Maker Studio and FNP Wargamers. So, a lot of cool news has been going on in the background, and I'm going to try to cover over the next couple days. Sorry, I haven't gotten any videos or any Twitch streaming out recently. Last Thursday, lightning literally struck my building, blew my router and my modem, damaged my TV, my PlayStation. Thankfully, my computer was not damaged. Um, it even damaged um, the surge protector. I mean, that's that's how close it hit. I mean, it literally struck my building. It turns out. So I haven't done any videos because I haven't had internet. Insurance got all that taken care of. Yay, USAA, appreciate it. So today I'll have the new router, and I'm getting actually somebody's going to upload this for me while I'm out getting a router and dropping off tons of zombie side models. But you're not here for that. Let's talk first about Atomic Mass Games and Marvel Crisis Protocol, and then we'll jump into some other stuff that's going on in the background. So earlier this week, we got Blade. The panel to play dropped. We've already seen a panel to play for his partner in crime. Well, partner in crime, okay, not crime, but his box partner. They're coming together, him and Moon Knight. Let's go with that. So let's take a look just real quick. Most of you probably have already had a chance to get a good sneak peek of what Blade is capable of. So I'm not going to dwell too much on this. So we do know it is 100% confirmed. He is going to be with the Midnight Suns. What I do not know as of right now is if he is going to be the team leader of Midnight Suns, or is he gonna? I feel like they're gonna to have some sort of team leader out there, but we haven't seen his card yet. So probably next week we'll see. We do know that Moon Knight is not the team leader. We'll get into that in a little bit, and we know that there's that huge group of mystics that's coming out sometime in quarter 3. So I'm guessing, well, July. Well, that would be July, August, September, October, November. Yeah. So sometime between now and the end of September. Okay. Anyways, and I think they're going to be part of a group called Convocation. And from what I'm understanding, at least the whispers on the interwebs is that they're not going to have a team leader. I'm not sure how that's going to work. We might be getting a new type of asset card or something or a tactical card or something that comes in the box that, hey, if you're part of this group and you meet the team affiliation minimum, which is 51% or more of people on that team, you get this ability. So there's no team leader. Maybe that's something that they're changing in the future. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, but who knows? Blade, and maybe somebody out there has already figured it out. Blade is the leader of the Midnight Suns. I don't know. I mean, 'cause we know that on the Midnight Suns, I've talked about this before. It's Blade, Moon Knight. I think Luke Cage and Iron Fist have been a part of that. Doctor Strange, Brother Voodoo, or now Doctor Voodoo, or was Doctor Voodoo, is back to Brother Voodoo, Mister Voodoo, and Hannibal. And there's a couple others I can't think of off the top of my head, but who knows what we're going to see. Anyways, so let's take a look at him. He's probably going to have Wall Crawler, the way they talk about him. And for anybody who's like, well, he doesn't really wall crawl. It's just a general terminology for that type of movement. So you got flight or you have wall walking. So it looks like, and we don't have a whole lot here, that he's going to be dishing out a lot of physical damage, which makes sense. It's Blade. I mean, he's not like laser blasting eyes or reality warping or magic spell casting. Looks like, and what we kind of expected and theorized before, he's going to be putting the bleed condition on people. So that's not too bad. He has an ability called Blade's Mystic Knight of the Dampier. Dampier is just kind of a terminology used to describe half vampires, half humans. Anyways, this attack, when it hits a target, or it hits a target with strength 7, and if the target already has the bleed condition, he can re-roll any number of his attack dice before making a medium advance. Holy crap balls. So this kind of goes into, if you ever watched any of the Blade movies, he's like slicing and dicing, moving through the crowd, almost like an anime or a comic book, and taking apart enemies with his super enhanced speed from being a half vampire. So that's pretty cool. Any number of attack dice before making a medium advance. That's nice. They have to have the bleed condition, but there's a lot of characters out there that inflict the bleed condition. So that's interesting. If you hit somebody that's already bleeding, you hit them, pop this attack, probably about 3 or 4 power, and then make a medium advance for free, and then attack somebody else. That's awesome. All right. So, anyways, and if it doesn't have bleed condition, you're already hitting them with bleed. So either way, you're getting some sort of benefit plus the strength 7 dice. That's pretty awesome. All right. So bleeding targets benefit Blade in other ways as well. Looks like he has the vampiric immortality. Gives him rewards the Daywalker for each other character, friend or foe, currently suffering the bleed condition in range 2 with 1 power and by removing 1 damage. Oh, dang. So if you've already hit people with bleed or your friends are bleeding, you're going to get, this guy's going to be pumping out power fast, or getting power fast, relatively speaking, and healing. He's going to be hard. He's going to be a DPS machine. Most exciting is his leadership. Oh, there we go. Leadership for the Midnight Suns affiliation. I guess I should have fully read this. Bump in the Night gives every member of the affiliation the ability to spend 1 power during their activation to be placed within range 1 of their current position. Perfect for refining. Okay, that's actually really good. That could get you. That's another one. Any of these abilities really are situational, and some of them are going to be used. A lot of these team affiliation abilities are going to be used more than others, but this is still a very nice one. Like, oh man, you almost got to that objective, or you're almost in range, or your opponent moved their character up and they're just outside of range. Well, now you can move up and now you can pop all sorts of abilities. That's not too bad. I like this. But let's take a look at today's panel to play. We're going to try to zoom up here the best we can. I'm going to look at another screen because it'll be somewhat easier for me to read. So here we got Moon Knight, Mark Spector, his multiple personalities. This is definitely an interesting character. He's going to be played by Isaac. I almost said Isaac Asimov. Isaac. God, man, I can't think of the guy's name. Oscar Isaac. The gentleman who played Poe Dameron, and he was also in that amazing movie with Natalie Portman, Annihilation. Played her husband. Anyways, you're not here for that. So look at both sides of the character, and it's the same stats on both sides. So his dazed side or damaged side or wounded side, and then his healthy side. So let's take a look at, we're just going to read the healthy side. So starting at the top, left to right, top to bottom. So 5 health, so for a total of 10 health. Medium movement, okay, I'll take that. Size 2, no big surprise. 3, I figured 3 threat or 3 points if you like that terminology. I do. He's got 3 defenses across the board. I kind of expected him to have a higher, either a higher physical or a higher mental or mystic defense. Just because, the mystic defense, since he has all those personalities, it's hard to really affect his brain pan, and also because he's highly trained combatant, I figured a higher physical. But he's on par with people like Clint Barton or Hawkeye and Black Widow, so no big deal. So his basic attacks, he's got 3, so this is pretty cool. So bow staff. Range 2, okay, normal. 4 dice, 0 power. He gains power for each bit of damage dealt. I don't see this dealing a lot of damage, but we're not really probably looking for damage on this one. This character may re-roll any number of attack dice for this attack. So that right there is very exceptional. You only have 4 dice, but the fact that you get to re-roll those fails, I mean, you're looking at... I'd say you're increasing your odds of success by probably about 13, probably about close to 20% increase, and maybe even a little bit higher than that. Trying to do my math here in my brain pan. 24, maybe up to 36%. I might be off on those numbers. Anyways, good chance of dealing damage. Now, if you get the critical success, the hit, and the wild symbol on that attack, so you need 3 of those 4 dice to have one of each of these symbols, minimum. After this attack resolved, the target character gains stagger special condition. I wouldn't rely on that power for that, but if it pops off, yay, I got stagger. Cool. But I wouldn't really count on it as, oh my god, I need this to happen. Don't rely on that for that purpose. So throwing crescents, that's what I was thinking, like moonarangs, lunarangs, boomerangs. I couldn't think of what they were called. They're called throwing crescents. Range 4, which is a very healthy range, but once again, only 4 dice. So low on attack dice, but it's all right. 0 cost, and after this attack is resolved, so no matter if you did damage or not, you're going to gain power. So this is almost a no-brainer. Like, I got nothing else to do. I'm going to go ahead and get some power this turn so I can pull off abilities like this mystic ability. This next one called, well, first let's get into this. He's got rapid fire. So after this attack is resolved, this character may make 1 additional throwing crescent attack. The additional attack it must target the original target character. So you have to target whoever you threw it at. The additional attack does not have the rapid fire special rules. So basically you're getting 2 attacks off of this, but you still have to roll them separately because there's a sequence of events that you have to follow. But essentially you're getting 8 dice. So not too bad. Not too bad. So he's got a mystic attack called Avatar, and I still don't, maybe I'll have to Google translate this. Nashu, Kenoshu, Kenosha, Kosher. I'm not sure what how you pronounce the moon god's name there. Maybe you guys can, well, I guess you can't put it really in the comments below because I can't hear you. I'll Google translate it. Anyways, so this is a range 3 power, 7 dice, 4 power. Or, sorry, range 3, 7 dice, attack dice, and 4 power. So I'm thinking that Blade's Mystic Knight attack or whatever, or Mystic Blade attack, is going to be something similar to this. Probably not range 3, probably going to be range 2, but 7 dice, 3 or 4 power. Anyways, so after this attack is resolved, you can place this character within range 1 of the target character. Okay. That's actually not too bad, because that means you could potentially capture an objective, and or you could contest an objective. Interesting. Anyway, so it's got push if the target character is size 2 or less before you deal damage. Oh, this is even better. So before you deal damage, it may be pushed away from this character, range S. So before before damage is dealt, you're going to push that guy away. Then you're going to do your damage, and then after that attack is fully resolved, then you can move him within range 1. I mean, that's nice. That is some moving. That's a lot of good movement abilities there. Sorry, I'm dwelling on that. That's kind of cool. I really like that one. All right, so let's get into his reactive power called Chosen of Kenosha. We're going to call it Kenosha. Oh, let's not call it Kenosha because I'm probably going to get canceled by Twitter mobs or something. I don't know. Nanshu. Ooh, I like that. Honshu. Ooh, I like that too. Honshu. There we go. Honshu. We're going to call it that. Chosen of Honshu. So it's 2 power. It's a reactive ability. So when this character is targeted by a mystic attack, it may use this super power. Add 2 dice to this character's defense roll against that attack. This character cannot be advanced, pushed, or placed by the effects of this attack. Now, I wonder if you have to use that. Oh, yeah, I guess we'd have to use that power. So that's pretty nice. So there we go. That's that boost to his physical or his psychic attacks or mystic attacks that I was thinking. So multiple personalities. This is his first of 3 innate Abilities, the first one is multiple personalities. At the start of this character's activation, roll 1 die. And this is what I think is really cool. They kind of briefly hinted about this when they talked about panel to play. So if the result is a critical success, this character may make an additional action this turn that must be a move action. Awesome sauce. So before you, so at this, when you said, all right, I'm activating Moon Knight, you're going to roll that die and you might get a free move, which is awesome. Or if the result is a wild symbol or a hit symbol, the next attack made this activation adds 2 dice to its attack roll. If the result is a shield or a blank, this character gains 1 power. Awesome sauce. And then the 1 in 8 chance, I think that's like 12.4% chance, something along that lines. If you roll the critical failure, nothing happens. That is an awesome, awesome innate ability. I love it. So stealth, this is another one of those cool abilities that really kind of help boost his defenses. And this is why they probably kept everything at 3s across the board between the Chosen of Honshu and stealth. Characters, this means really enemy characters, must be within range 3 of this character to target it with attacks. That's awesome. That greatly enhances that small 3 or that average 3 defense dice that he has for physical attacks. Well, actually, all of his attacks, really. Awesome. Now, how a guy can run around in almost all white and be stealthy, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to question it. So his last innate power is Wall Crawler. Once again, he's not a wall crawler like the Toad or Spider-Man in the sense that he sticks to surfaces, but people like him and Blade, which I'm assuming Blade's gonna have wall crawler. Or I think Black Widow's a wall crawler. They've got the grapple hooks, and they run across the rooftops. They know how to. They can parkour all day, that sort of thing. That's why he has that. So if you're not familiar, real quick, I'll basically explain that I'm sorry, I wasn't even scrolling down when I was reading off all those. There's that, why I explained wall crawler to some people. You can look at those abilities. So wall crawler figures, if you want to like cross over terrain, especially buildings, if you do not have flight or wall crawler, you have to use the short range movement. Regardless if you can move long range or medium range or short range. And then that determines where you can get placed on a building. It doesn't matter how tall that building is. You just basically figure out where that model, basically line everything up to where that model is and where the ruler will put them, and then you get them on the building. Now, what wall crawler and flight does is it ignores that movement using the short range movement. You can use your regular movement, medium or long range, to go over buildings or basically fly up or wall crawl up and move all the way over to the other edge, that sort of thing. So having wall crawler or flight is really awesome. Or teleport, like I forget what the actual ability is, but what good boy Lockjaw has from the Inhuman team. At any rate, hopefully you got a good chance to read Chosen of Honshu. God, I hope that's it. Multiple personality, stealth, and wall crawler. Even though I read them off, I forgot to scroll down because I'm looking at my other screen. So let me know what you guys think, of the video. What you think of Moon Knight. I'm kind of excited. I remember reading him when Longshot had his own standalone series back in the, I want to say late 80s, early 90s. I want to say 80s. And I was reading Moon Knight comics at that time, roughly at that time. It's a bit of a blur, but I really enjoyed. He's definitely one of my top 10 characters. I think just because, not that he's like a Batman knockoff, because he really isn't, even though there's a lot of similarities. But in the comic book world, you can draw comparisons to so many characters. And it's like, are they actual ripoffs or are they just, an archetype? I don't know. But I like Moon Knight. I like Mark Spector. Though he does have a costume that he ran around with Midnight Suns for a while that was more of a business suit, and he had like a full mask on, not a hood and a cape and everything. I really hate capes. I feel like nobody watches The Invincibles. or The Incredibles. Is it The Incredibles? Yeah, The Incredibles, not The Invincibles or Invincible. I don't feel like anybody watches The Incredibles. Don't, no capes. But I really like, he had like this white business suit and everything. I think it looked really sharp, really awesome. But I get why Marvel Crisis Protocol or Atomic Mass Games put him out in this costume, or why Marvel requested that it was this. This is the classic, iconic outfit. Now, am I going to paint it like this? No. There's a couple other variations of full black and white costumes, and I imagine a lot of other people are too, because it's just not that painting white is difficult if you do it the right way. It's so blah. But black and white can be really, really amazing. At any rate, let me know what you think down in the comments below. We're probably going to be seeing next week. We'll probably see the actual character card for Blade. Cross our fingers. You never know; they might switch things up. Probably panel to play for any of those new Mystic characters that are going to be coming out, because they're August, September. So we're going to have to start going through those panel to plays and character cards pretty rapidly. So I'm not sure what is going to be coming. Let me know what you guys think down below. And what do you think about North America? That's, well, really not even North America, because Canada's fine, and I imagine Mexico's fine, but the US of A is not getting their Mysterio and Carnage, or the Amazing Spider-Man and Black Cat, where other places in the world apparently are getting it. What do you think is the cause of that? You know, I mean, and you know, if you're an AMG apologist, okay, like a GW apologist, that's cool. I just want some answers. You know, if you got to play the corporate card or whatever, I get it, but please give me some answers. I want to know why this is actually happening, or your speculation. Do they just hate the US of A, even though they're based here in the US of A? Or is it, you know, a government conspiracy, because this stuff's always on the slow boat from China? So, you know, is China denying us our superheroes? That could be it. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We are going... Boy, I am so sorry. I hit the wrong button. But I'm not going to go back and redo the video. So tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, Friday, now that I'm back up and running, or will be back up and running later on today, provided that the router and the modem all work, the brand new ones, we are going to be doing our double giveaway. I'll probably be doing it on Twitch. I'll announce it on the Facebook page. You know what? We are going to be doing it on Twitch. That's going to be the easiest way. So tune in 7:30 p.m. Central Time this Friday on Twitch. That link is somewhere down below. Or head over to Havoc Maker Studios Facebook page, or Havoc Maker, just like it's spelled somewhere above or down below. And let's see here, Havoc Maker _studio on Twitch. Find me there. And 7:30 p.m. Central Time this Friday, we're going to do the double giveaway. And hopefully everybody has unlocked their names, or has emailed me, or Facebook messaged me on the Havoc Maker Studio page to let me know that they are this user X, and they just don't want to unlock or unhide their name. I just can't see everybody's name for some reason for all of my YouTube subscribers. So if you're hiding it for whatever reason, cool. I don't care if you're hiding it from the government, whatnot. Just contact me so I can make sure that your email or whatever is in the drawing, because I don't want to miss out. If you miss out this time, it's okay. We'll get it next time, hopefully, and we'll get you guys drawn in a future contest. Because if you are a subscriber there or a subscriber or follower on Twitch, you're automatically entered. So congratulations. Anyways, you guys have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.